I'm going to demonstrate on the Daily Life template 12 by 12, but the other two work just the same. When you first unzip your choice of template, you'll find two PSD documents. One is a backup in case you accidentally overwrite the original. To avoid that happening, you should start by making a copy. Get the Move tool, and in the Options bar, make sure that Auto Select Layer is checked. In the menu bar, choose Image, Duplicate. In Photoshop Elements, that would be File Duplicate. So we'll click OK to that and then close the original file, and we won't save it. The first layer you'll see is a screenshot of all the photo masks in the template, some simple instructions and some suggested combinations underneath. This is just to get you started, but there are a lot more possibilities. Once you have read this, just click on the visibility icon in the Layers panel to hide it temporarily, just in case you want to refer to it again before you delete it. When you hide this layer, you'll see all the smallest photo masks are visible and the larger ones are hidden. So the smallest ones are down here at the bottom. The next step is to open all the photos you want to use on this page. I usually place all my photos in their respective masks before deciding what paper to use on the background. Secondly, I decide which mask will suit each photo. You might want one large photo surrounded by several smaller ones. You might also want to clip a paper to one of the masks to use it for journaling. I like to work with the largest mask first. So to make my page less cluttered, I'm going to hide every other layer except the mask I want to work with. To do that, first of all, I'll select the layer, the mask layer that I want to use, press the Alt key in Windows or the Option key on a Mac, and click on the visibility icon of that layer, and that will hide every other layer except the mask you're going to work with. Now I also like to have my white background showing, so I'm just going to scroll down and click on the visibility icon of the background layer to reveal that as well. Now I need to open my photo. So here's the photo I want to use. So I'm just going to click and drag it over onto my page, and I'm going to need it to be directly above the mask that I'm going to clip it to. So press the Alt key in Windows or the Option key on a Mac. Position your cursor between the two layers, and when you press that button, you'll see a little clipping mask icon. When you click, it will group them together. So now just move it up into position, and now I need to transform it down to fit the mask better. So I'm going to press Control T in Windows or Command T on a Mac to get a transform outline. I'm going to press Control 0 in Windows or Command 0 on a Mac so that I can see the outside of the bounding box. Press Alt Shift in Windows or Option Shift on a Mac and click and drag down from a corner handle to resize it down proportionately. You might want a bit more showing, so I'm just going to resize it down like so. Now you can also just click and drag from a corner handle, but you need to press the Shift key at the same time if you're using Photoshop. When you're happy with how the photo is positioned on the mask, just double click inside the outline to accept the transformation and press Control 0 in Windows or Command 0 on a Mac again to resize your page to its original size. Now we'll merge these two layers together. So press Control E in Windows or Command E on a Mac, and that merges that orange mask with the photo. Repeat those steps for your other photos and then drag all the layers that you don't want to the trash. Now you can continue to finish off your page with paper, elements, journaling and some of the other daily life products which we'll cover in the next few videos. Before we finish here, I want to give you another idea on how to make your daily life templates more versatile. So I'm just going to go back in history. I'm clicking on the history panel, which you can't see because it's not on this recording screen. And I'm going to hide that top layer again. Another thing you can try is to rotate your entire template round by 90 degrees. So in the menu bar, choose Image, Image Rotation, 90 degrees clockwise. In Photoshop Elements, you would choose Image, Rotate, 90 degrees right. And now you have a totally different choice of the way that your photos are arranged.